Let's see. Today we're going to read this article. I'm a Ghostbuster, says Vicar. And I was just asking you about the word vicar, and you said, can you tell me again what you said a vicar is?
A vicar is a priest who runs a church, who is a member of the church, who is one of the leader of the church.
Okay. Now that I'm looking at the image, I see an individual who looks as if he has on the priesthood attire of the white band collar and a black cape of sorts. All right, let's take a look and read at I'm a Ghostbuster, says Vicar or Vicar. I'm not exactly sure how it is pronounced. All right, you may start.
Okay. Erwin Roberts, 79 years old, used to be a vicar. He's retired now, but he still works as a ghost buster. He helps people who have ghosts in their houses to get rid of them. I'm a kind of social worker for ghosts, he explains. Some people die and they still have problems when they leave this world. So they come back again as ghosts to sort them out. I don't think ghosts might exist. I know they do exist. He says he has met thousands of ghosts trapped between this world and the next. He helps them sort out their problem so they can move on to the next world. One example is typical. At exactly 9 every night, a 3-year-old boy got out of bed and came downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
When his parents asked him to explain why, he said that he saw an old man in a funny hat sitting on the end of the bed, and the man told him to get out of his bed and go downstairs. For Mr. Roberts, this was simple to sort out. He moved the boy's bed from one part of the room to another. The ghost was the boy's great-grandfather, and the bed was in his way, he explained. The family were never troubled again. 80% of the time, the ghosts are members of the family. I tell people that if they want me to get rid of them, I might be throwing their grandmother out of the house. I worry that they might miss her. Mr. Roberts called ghosts yesterday people.
Yesterdays.
Mr. Roberts calls ghosts yesterday's people. His advice is simple. You just need to tell them firmly to go away and leave you alone.
that's
Thank you.
that's interesting. Are you familiar with ghosts? Do you have ghosts in your home? Have you ever seen a ghost?
Fortunately not. Fortunately not. I never thought of that. But it could be strangely worrying for some people.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of what Mr. Roberts says about the ghost that may visit? It might very well be a relative that is coming back to a place they are quite familiar with. Do you think that that's possible?
Mr. Roberts say that the ghosts are people who die and don't join the new world. They are between two worlds, or real world, and the next world after died. They don't happy. They are in a strange place between the two worlds, and sometimes they want to solve the problems they had in their former life, so they came back at night to try to sort out their problems.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is what he says. Now, do you believe that there are ghosts?
Oh no, I don't believe in that.
Okay.
If I believe in that, I will be too afraid.
Have you ever had a sensation that someone was with you, you were not alone, but actually you couldn't see anything? Have you ever had that experience?
No, never. But I saw a big film about that. It's I don't remember the name. It's an American film with Quiz, the actor Quiz. Uh,
Mm.
and I don't know if you remember this film. It's about a man who is died in the street,
It is
but
about a man. It is about a man that has died.
that has died in a car accident.
Uh-huh.
And after he was died, he
After
tried
he died. After he died.
after he died, he tried to come back to see his wife again. And
Mm-hmm.
the real love between a ghost and the wife, because his wife sometimes could see him, not exactly see him, but could see how he act. He could put a thing in a table and throw it on the floor. And she
Mm-hmm.
understands that it's her husband.
Mm.
It's a strange film. I don't remember the name, but
Okay.
it's
I
very.
remember. I remember Ghost with, I think it was Richard Gere and Whoopi Goldberg. They played in this movie called Ghost, but
Yes.
he didn't die in a car accident. His coworker killed him because he was going to rob the company of money.
Oh, I didn't know this film.
Now
Okay.
that was an interesting movie. It was called Ghost, and the guy died, but he would come back and he would make sounds, or he would make the curtains move, but you couldn't see him. Then one day, the wife, I think it was his girlfriend actually, she went to like a seance, someone who can read the palms and tell you about the dead, and the spirit of the dead guy invaded the body of the seance and was able to speak to his girlfriend. It was interesting. All right. Are there any words in this article that was troubling?
Um,
I believe you understood all of the vocabulary. Just to be sure, I wanted.
I think I understood nearly all the vocabulary. Sort out is a bit strange for me. It seems that sort out means that you fix someone or something.
Mm-hmm. The word "sort out" is a phrasal verb, and think about it this way: when you are going to wash clothes, you want to sort out the colored clothes from the white clothes. So you're making a decision to look at one thing at a time or focus on one thing at a time. You're going to sort out, you're going to resolve the problem.
Okay. To sort
Sometimes, sometimes there's an argument between children and you want to sort out what the problem is so that they will discontinue the argument.
okay. Okay. Sort out is to resolve a problem.
Yes. All right, let's look at the image and talk about this image for a moment. Mr. Roberts is standing in what looks like a forest to me. What else do you see in this picture?
Uh,
It's interesting.
the forest is in the background, but in front of the forest, between the forest and the vicar, we could see hot smoke, a white smoke,
Mm-hmm.
which seems like a ghost was was in the place of the vicar.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
Yes, and in this smoke, to me, I don't know if you can see this. I'll see if I can put a circle around it. It looks to me as if it is a ghost. And here is an eye.
Ah,
Here's an eye. And here's what might be a nose. So
oh,
it looked like to me that this could very easily be a ghost. And I also see what looks like, I don't know, an arm of sort.
okay. Oh, you've got a lot of imagination, Dr. Priscilla.
I don't know. That looks like it could be an arm here.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know that it is. And here are 3 or 4 fingers. 3 fingers. 1, 2. There's something there. He's got long extended fingers actually.
And the thumb on the bottom. Okay.
And the thumb is there on the bottom. So it could be that this ghost, there's a ghost that is going to grab the priest,
Okay.
maybe. I don't know. So it's interesting. His hair tends to fade into the clouds as if maybe he himself is the ghost. Quite a contrast with his outfit, his cape, and the whiteness of the scenery. What about here on the ground? What do you notice about the ground? Is this fresh grass, or is it death? Does
Oh,
it
no.
appear?
Oh, it seems stones were in bad condition, gray stones were wet,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps because the smoke we saw is a mist, in fact,
Yeah.
and stones are a bit wet.
Mm-hmm. All right. And to me, it looks like it's dead grass that he's walking in a place that is lifeless.
Yes.
And it's interesting that he is the age of 79, which is, fairly up in age to be communicating with ghosts when he's 79 years of age. I think that was a little interesting. All right, I'm going to stop the video and just one moment. More.